Bugtown. Okay, I know we've got by panic play, but I didn't think we'd have this much chaos going on. and welcome to Quiz Night and some Wipeout. How are we all doing? It is an absolutely cracking theme, isn't it, Bruce? How are you doing? Hello, Whiskers, as well. How are you doing, Mrs. Whiskers? Hello. Would you like to say hi to the chat? There we go. Hello. Hello. Hello, Whiskers. How you doing? How you doing? Yes, Kitty. Yes, hello there, James. Welcome to the stream and everything. And again, the hairs. It's the same old shtick, isn't it, Whiskers? With you, it's the same old shtick. Welcome to you all. I hope you're doing well this evening. I'm not stressed at all. I'm definitely not stressed at all. Especially not with the fact that it's 2 weeks and 3 days away from QNL. Definitely not stressed at all. So I'm just going to comfort this cat for the time being, because I'm definitely not stressed. Definitely not at all stress level 50. Yes, indeed, Topper. It is a bit ridiculous. Or as Oren says, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I mean, to be fair, considering everything else that's going on around the world, well, I say around the world, around the UK, I think the amount of stress I'm dealing with is kind of low in comparison to what everybody else in the UK is also dealing with things. I'm not going to mention any more than that. I'm sure you already know what the things are. But hey, if you're coming over here to the UK from the US or something, best time to do it. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Ernie. Greatly appreciated. And yes, very, very much so. I might use something like that in the future, but definitely not to the Whiskers. The Whiskers need comforting, and honestly, her purrs are very, very comforting when she's in a good mood and purring like crazy, which she actually is right now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm doing that, Whiskers, but you are very comforting, very, very comforting indeed. Well. Oh, all the hairs! All of the hairs! Hello there, Whiskers. Let's try and get rid of... Oh, my God! Yes, Whiskers, that's a lot of hairs you've just bolted on me. Oh, goodness me. How is stream, by the way? Is it any different? Because I am now running on new hardware. I didn't really make much mention of it because it was a bit of a gamble me doing this so soon to QNL. But yeah, I've now got a new motherboard, CPU, new graphics card, and new tower to put it all in with a new cooler. And it seems to be working fine. I did have to set up OBS again. Because it had forgotten all the settings, because it's got all the new audio drivers and things like that. But it does seem to be working, so do let me know if it does do some weird things tonight. In theory, it should do much better than my previous PC did, because, well, if I look at my OBS CPU counter right now, previously on my old PC, it would idle at roughly around 10 to 15% CPU usage, spiking up to about 25 or 30% when I do a transition, because the video file I have for the transition is actually quite large because it's got alpha channel information in it. Whereas now it's running 2.4% CPU at the moment, so just like that, that's a fairly good gain, I will say. It's a fairly good gain that I've gone all the way down to 2.5% CPU usage right now, and it was about 5% for doing the transition. So I've got lots of CPU to go around now, and also hopefully lots of GPU power to go around as well. I wonder what my FPS is looking like. Not nearly as high as I would have hoped, honestly. It's only running at 90 FPS right now. Even though it's only doing one batch. What? How can the frame rate be that low, only doing one batch? Clearly the CPU is doing a lot of work. 12 millis on the CPU? What's it doing on the CPU? Oh, I'll have to check that, because that's very, very strange indeed. Can I use the 80% of the CPU you're using? No, I'll need it later, Ramsey. I think I'll need it later. But yeah. We're going to have to get a new upgrade. I want to smell the logo. I don't know if I can do that, Oni. I don't know if I can do that. Hello, Whiskers. Yes, you're still rubbing up against the mic, and I'm sure they can hear you as well. I know, Mark. I know, but also, yeah, I know. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't, really. There is a Whiskers. Hello there, JB. Hope you're doing well this evening or late afternoon for you. we've got lots of you in tonight. 31 of you wanted to play this game of Wipeout. Well, you're all more than welcome. And of course, later on, we have got a pack of Secret Fortune written by Arun Aromatics. It's a great pack with a wonderful theme sort of interwoven throughout it. Don't have to worry about the theme at all, but it is a very nice little touch that you added to it to just add a bit of intrigue, I suppose. And in this game of Wipeout, who do we have as our authors? Well, in alphabetical order, because I won't necessarily give it in the order we'll actually have them in, but in alphabetical order, we have Alex, we've got Colo, and Cetra. Are our three authors this evening for our game of Wipeouts, which I've had prepared a couple of weeks ago, thankfully. I just had to reproof it, check some of the things, and make it go live. So I sort of surprised myself, like, oh yeah, I need to sort out Wipeout for tomorrow. I already did it. I forgot I had already done it. So thankfully, I had I had saved future me a worry. Because I've got lots of other stuff to do with right now. I am doing very well, Shadow Main. Thank you very much, and enjoy your hollybobs wherever you are going to. You're mentioning, what was it, going to Heathrow? Was it? Yes, 2 days until you head to Heathrow. Well, do enjoy wherever you are going to, Shadowmane, and we'll see you soon. But of course, you are here for the stream, so do enjoy the stream while you are here. Yeah, present Ash indeed. Thanks, past Ash. I know, Ramsey. What is this preparing in ahead of time? I have no idea. It's a rare concept, but it does work out every now and then. GQPW, if you'd like to play this game, thank you for the follow, by the way, James, as well. Thank you for that. If you've never played these sort of games before, they are Twitch chat interactive quizzes. You'll be able to answer either in public chat or, preferably, if you can, whisper to ChrisBot3000. That way it keeps your answers anonymous and keeps it, away from prying eyes. And in this game, if you've never seen Wipeout before, well, it is a simple game. There will be a category of which 11 of the 16 answers will be correct. You have to try and find as many of those as you can because you get more points the more answers you give. However, 5 of them are wrong. They are known as wipeouts, and you want to avoid them like the plague because, as their name indicates, you will wipe your entire score down to 0, and that does carry over to round 2 and round 3. So if you accrue points in round 1 and accrue points in round 2, if you hit a wipeout in round 3, then you lose everything. It is a brutal game, but it has very, very high rewards if you can go all the way, because as I say, you get more points. You actually get it on an exponential curve. So the more correct answers you give on one individual award, it's an exponential increase in the amount of points that you can get. As Topper says, brutal game is brutal entertainment. It very much can be, but it can also be the other way around as well. Brutal game could also be brutal, not entertainment, whatever the opposite of that is, whatever the antonym of entertainment is. I can't think of it right now, but it's a nice balance to strike, and hopefully in each of these boards there's at least a couple of answers that you may want to go for, and then some you may want to risk for a bit more extra on top. Boredom, maybe. Right, I think we should get this game underway. 10 seconds to make your mind up, get into the room if you want to. GQPW. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and as the late Paul Daniels says, let's play Wipeout. Let's indeed play Wipeout. So there you all are on the side of the board there. We will be adding some points up in a moment. To answer, by the way, all you need to give me is the number associated to each answer. There will be a little number in each box, 1 through 16. You just need to give me those. You can do them as multiple messages or all in one message. Up to you, but you must give me at least one one answer in your bid throughout the 45 seconds. Otherwise, I will be forced to wipe your score to 0. Stop the count! I'm afraid we're going to have to start the count in a moment as we move on to board number 1. Comes courtesy of Oni. This is Aller sur Terre. Well, there's a bit of French going on, and last time we had an Oni board that was French, it was all to do with Fort Boyard. This time, it's not Fort Boyard, but we do still have a bit of a French connection going on here. Which of these are real station names on the Paris Metro? So, the answers that we are looking for correspond to 11 of the current 308 stations that exist on the 16 lines of the Parisian metro system, spreading across all of the Paris metropolitan area, including all the arrondissements and the external communes. Whilst stations have been renamed over the last century, only the current names, as of the opening of the most recent station in May 2022, will appear as correct answers. So we won't be using any old names of stations, only current names if they are here. And yes, we're counting all the way up to May 2022 when the 308th station was opened. 11 of these are real station names on the Paris Metro. 5 of them are absolutely not. So, if you're ready, here are your answers.
Answers are...
And your 45 seconds starts now. Don't even know one well. You may as well guess at least one. You got 11 in 16 chance of being right on that one guess. Then you might want to go for a bit more than just one. You can guess up to 11 on the board because there are 11 correct answers. It is possible to ace the board. That is where you're going to get the maximum if you do that. But it is a very risky move to do the maximum. Because just one wrong answer will wipe you to 0. 10 seconds ago, everyone has given me at least one bid in their answer. Push it a bit more if you want to. That there is time. All of the answers on the board were accepted as well, so this is no more rounds of bidding to be considered. Only, of course, takes a bit of a relaxing break on this one because they authored this board, so it'd be kind of unfair if he were to give answers on this because he'd probably ace them. So instead, in lieu of that, we'll give them a 10,000 point bonus at the end of the board instead. So, Drahuska is going for the usual tactic of going for 11 answers, hoping that all 11 are correct. Let's see if it pays off this time. Next highest, we've got a bid of 9 from Jers, and then it seems to be bids of 7 from Ralph, Sidtu, and Benzi. Well, let's see how well you did. So, I mean, probably, it's entirely possible that you'd author a board, because this was authored from quite some time ago, because I had to change the number, because I think you're referring to when the last station was opened in January, but of course they now open some in May, so I did have to update that information, but it didn't really affect any of the answers in that case. Anyway, let's start revealing some answers. Victor Hugo, or Victor Hugo to the English audience out there. 14 players have gone for this. Victor Hugo. It's a good start. It is a good start indeed. Yes, named after the author and found in the city's west, the station was temporarily named Victor Hugo Lorry, following Loris's captaincy in the French side's 2018 FIFA World Cup win. That is a good answer. 40 of you going right with that answer. Next. Concorde. Well, it's a flying thing. Doesn't exist anymore as a flying thing, but certainly was. JB going around the houses giving me £1 for 100 bits. Thank you very... To be fair, that's pretty much equivalent these days. Thank you very much for the £1/100 bits. Can I say Paris Metro? That was a worse version. I go Paris Metro. Something along those lines, rather than Paris Metro. Anyway, Concorde is what we're going for. A flying thing that no longer exists. Concorde? Yes, Concorde is right. Yes, one of the busiest stations. This serves as the exit to the Place de la Concorde. It's a good answer for how many of you? 13 of you going for that one. Make us say things. This very much is that kind of board, and another board later on is also possibly a Make Ash Say Things board. Next, Liberté. I mean, it probably translates to liberty, but I don't know. Liberté? Yes, built in 1942, just southeast of the city centre. The area surrounding the station contains the stadium for the 1900 Paris Summer Olympics. Liberté, a great answer. Another 13 of you going the right way there. Drahuska is still on for a maximum right now. No overbids so far. We continue on to Pierre et Marie Curie. Pierre and Marie Curie. Well, they're well-known scientists. Is it the full title, though? Yes, indeed. The first station built post-World War II in 1946, this station was originally named just Pierre Curie, until Marie's name was also added as part of International Women's Day in 2007. So yeah, originally was just Pierre Curie, but became Pierre et Marie Curie instead from 2007 onwards. 12 of you going the right way. Cetra, the first one banking out, as well as Orange from the looks of things. They are safe through to the next round with their 5,000 and 1,500 respectively. Presumably has glow. Oh, that's a bit rough, Proogs. I mean, they might have some glow-in-the-dark stuff in there, but I don't know about that. Moving on. Invalide. 11 players have gone for this. Invalide? Yes, indeed. On the south side of the Seine, the area contains museums related to French military history, such as museums. The roads surrounding it are used for the French round of Formula E. So very well done if you gave me Invalide. Josh Dodd is banking on 3,000. Anisette also doing the same. Topper's worry level is increasing. How much you got left to go here, Topper? 3 left to give. Hey, you got plenty of breather room still. There's still 6 correct answers up here, although we haven't revealed any wipeouts so far. Yeah, Puzzle Dan's worried because we haven't revealed any wipeouts yet. But the way that I reveal the answers in Wipeout is we go for sort of the most popular answers first and then decrease in popularity as we go on. So it sort of ratchets it up the tension that way. Moving on to George V, or George Sank. I don't know. What is the... would it just be Sank in that case? Or do they have a specific word for those things? I don't know. George V. George Sank. It is just Sank. Okay. George Sank. Yes, it is. Built 1 month after the Metro's opening in 1900, renamed after King George V in 1920, following Britain's support for France in World War I, or George Victory. Is a great answer. Topper, you didn't get that answer. You still got 3 to go, and there's now 5 correct answers left up here on the board. Anybody banking out? Not on that one, but Drahuska, unfortunately, we do need to see that we've got 6 left from you, and there's only 5 correct answers, meaning you definitely have overbid. We will be wiping your score to 0 at some point in the future. We're going to move on to Rome. Just Rome. All roads lead to it. Does the metro lead to it? It does lead to it, yes. Built in 1902, this station spanning the 8th and 17th arrondissement is so named after Rue de Rome, one of the many streets in the area named after European capitals. So yes, a great answer there from 11 of you. No one banking on that answer either. We're going to continue on. We still haven't touched any wipeouts. Will it be this one? Place d'Alexandre. You see, the way that I read that is Alexander Palace, but I'm sure Place is not Palace. Place d'Alexandre? Oh! No, I'm afraid this is a rough French transliteration of Alexanderplatz, which is one of the busiest stations on the Berlin metro system. So yeah, Alexanderplatz is on the Berlin system, whereas Place d'Alexandre does not exist on the Paris metro system. So that one there is a wipeout. And yeah, Alexander is not Alexandre either. Yes, there's that slight little twist to it as well. So I'm afraid if you've given me that answer, then your score is wiping down to 0, regardless of what other answers you've given me right now. Alex, does your scoring in 2 ways in 1? Top of worry level is stabilising now. We now have 4 of each left to go, and Top is still looking for 2 more. Well, Jers is still looking for 4 more, which is probably in a more sketchy situation. Needs all of the 4 remaining right answers to be right for their bid. Well, let's keep going. Saint-Omer, or Saint Omer to our English pals. Saint-Omer. No! It's another wipeout. That one there is a town around Calais in north of France. It is home to the Brasserie de Saint-Omer that produces that shandy you can find in supermarkets on the cheap. Oh, really? So I'm afraid Saint-Omer is a wipeout. It is not on the Paris metro system, and that is a wipeout. Oh, Topper! Topper also translates to Homer Simpson in French. Yeah, close enough. So sorry to Benzi, Topper, James, Mr. Vertigo, to Dario Drahuska, Flu Fernando, Andrew Puzzler, and Claire. That is a wipeout on that answer. It's like a 10-pack for £3. Jesus fucking Christ. I suppose it gets you... I mean, does it even get you drunk? I don't know. We're just going to move on to 4 Novembre. I completely forgotten how to pronounce things. 4 Novembre. Or like quarter November? Oh no, it's another wipeout! It's another wipeout. The station's name is 4 Septembre. 4th of September. That is the one we're looking for there. Named so for the date of the death of France's last emperor, Napoleon III, in 1870, marking the start of the third and current French Republic. So there is a 4 Septembre, but not a 4 Novembre, I'm afraid. So it is a bit of a tricksy one, and it is another wipeout answer. Suddenly, we now only have 2 wipeouts left on the board and 4 correct answers. Jers is looking a little safer now. Still has 4 to give, but now there's only 2 wipeouts left to avoid. Where are we going next? We're going to Franklin D. Roosevelt. What's FDR doing up here? Surely not a Paris metro station. And yet, absolutely is. This station, with access to the tree-lined start of the Champs-Élysées, was renamed in 1946 to FDR after the nearby Avenue Victor Emmanuel III was renamed following World War II, as he was then King of Italy during this era of fascism. So yeah, FDR is a correct answer. Yeah, just make me over-enunciate French like all the time. Yeah, FDR is a great answer. I mean, I could say Franklin D. Roosevelt. I don't know if that makes sense in French at all or not. But yeah, FDR is a correct answer. Jers now looking for 3 to go. Mark, that was their one answer and was enough to keep them in the game. Moving, actually present your vision for the translation bit. Euroquiz, just have me do the 12 points. Just have me do the 12 points part. Yeah, sure, okay. Moving on. Pyramid, or pyramids. This isn't Glastonbury, this isn't the pyramid stage. No, pyramids is in the Louvre's famous pyramid. That's what we're actually talking about. Yeah, although it's not. It's close. It is close to Louvre's famous pyramid, but the station's actually named after the Battle of the Pyramids during Napoleon's 1798 invasion of Egypt. So, it's close to Louvre's pyramid, but not actually named after that thing. But pyramid, a very good answer. Ralph and Pyro Pygmy banking out there, 40,000 and 10,500 apiece. Very well done. Jersey still looking for 2. There are still 2 up there, but also 2 wipeouts to avoid as well. It's a bit sketchy. Where are we going next? De terre. What, like pomme de terre? Like apple of the earth? Yeah, potato. Sorry. Potato. There you go. You can crop that in and put it at the end of every Chase episode now. There is the Parmentier station, named after the potato cultivating extraordinaire Antoine Augustin Parmentier, however. But no, de terre, not a great answer, I'm afraid. It is a terrible answer, or terrible answer, and it is a wipeout for Diamond Ninja Ramsey. Topper again, Mr. Vertigo James again, Puzzleman, and 8 Minky again. 2 right and 1 wrong. Jersey still looking good for 2 right answers. Still on track. We're going next to Trocadero. Trocadero? Yeah, is a correct answer. Across the Seine from the Tour Eiffel, or Eiffel Tower, pretty much every photo you've ever seen of the tower is taken from these gardens, the Trocadero. So that is a great answer. Shapes banking on 10.5. Jers, that was a right answer. Looking for 1 more. Luguru banking out 1,500. Colo and Jers, the only 2 players left in with score to go. That is looking for 1 final answer. Have they gone for the same final answer? It's not like a Chat Noir, not cosplay or anything. So we've got Bolivar and Elodie Gossuin? Not entirely sure on the order of those vowels there. we go to Bolivar first, though. Juz and Colo have both gone for Bolivar. Gossuin, thank you. Bolivar. What, as in Simon Bolivar? Is that right? Is this the final correct answer up here? Yes, it is. Yes, opened in 1911, Bolivar is one of the least busiest stations on the network, with only 546,000 passengers in 2019. That said, though, it's compared to over 51 million at Gare du Nord. So, okay, fair enough. 546,000 is fairly small in comparison to 51 million, but yeah. And Juz knows his Paris Metro, 22,500. That is a very impressive score, Juz. Colo also banking out 5,000. Finally, then, leaves us with our final answer. Punman Ben and Puzzleland in the wipeout zone have gone for this, and we know there is a final wipeout. Elodie Gossuin, despite being Miss France 2001 and being on Fort Boyard, there it is, Fort Boyard for 11 bloody years, Paris has not honoured Elodie with her own metro station yet. Not quite an achievement yet, Puzzle Dad. We've seen people manage to hit all 5 before. Whether they meant to or not, they hit 5. But don't take it as a challenge. Well, at the end of that board, only 12 players managing to get a non-zero score from Mark on 500 all the way up to Juz. Almost acing the entire board, 22,500 for that performance, only slotting in 5th place with the author bonus of 10,000 points there. Well, thank you very much for that, Bornoni. We're now going to transition away from France as we go on to... Oh, yeah, it's a bit further away, this one. Board number 2. Reach for the space! Ramsey, you're talking about shooting the moon. Not quite moons, though. We've already done that. And we've already done stars as well. This is the finale in the Cetra Space trilogy. And here it is. We've explored the moons and the stars before, but to complete the trilogy, we have to go interstellar. Which of these words are in the names of galaxies? So, the correct answers on this board can be followed by the word galaxy or galaxies, plural, to make a well-known name of a galaxy or set of galaxies. The wrong answers on this board can be followed by the word nebula instead to form the names of some of the largest nebulae discovered so far. Those ones are to be avoided. We're only looking for galaxies. 11 are galaxies, 5 of them are not, and instead are nebulae. And you've got to watch out for that. So, good luck. Here come your 16 interstellar answers.
Answers are...
And your time starts now. Galaxies, not nebula. Seconds. Of course, Cetra could put their feet up on this one. Thank you for authoring this one. You get yourself a 10,000 dupe bonus. Last few seconds to get an answer in, Andrew. That there is time. All 16 answers were accepted. So no more rounds of bidding. Andrew, unfortunately, did not give me an answer, so... there will be a wipeout for you, I'm afraid. Although you were already on 0. Drahuska still going for the big old 11. However, not so big bids this time round. Sintu and Ramsey, I think, are the biggest bids of just 6. 6 of the 11. Then we've got some 5s. Quite a few 1s, especially at the top of the board there. Ralph Shaped, Pyropygmy, Oni, Anacep, and Luguru, and Mark. All just going for a singular 1 answer just to try and stay in the game with what they currently have on the board. Yeah, this is a bit of a difficult board, so we'll see how well you've done here. Let's start revealing some answers. We're going to Andromeda first. Well, 19 of you have gone for it. Yeah, I think that's a nice, easy start there for the Andromeda Galaxy, also known as Messier 31 or NGC 224. This is originally considered to be a nebula. However, the Andromeda Galaxy is the closest big galaxy to our very own Milky Way. And spoilers, the two are expected to collide in about 4.5 billion years if you happen to be living around then. So yeah, we're going to get a galaxy collision with Andromeda in the near future. Hope you're okay with that. Sorry, I've ruined your life in 4.5 billion years' time. Well, you've given me that. A lot of people already banking out. Pyroping Me, Oni, Anacep Lugaru, Mark, all banking out on that one answer there. Until you said billion, I was getting really excited. I mean, considering like Age of Universe, Oren, I think we could say that is like near future. Anyway, we're moving on to Sombrero. Ooh, yes, like the hat. It's like it looks like the hat, is it? Sombrero Galaxy. Yeah, it is a Sombrero Galaxy. Yes, M104, Messier 104. The Sombrero Galaxy has a prominent dark dust lane and a large central bulge. Stop sniggering. That give it the appearance of a sombrero hat. Very well done if you gave me that answer. No one banking out on that answer. However, Druska, unfortunately, we're already in overbid territory for you. So you're going to be wiping out at some point. Hard luck. Next, Whirlpool. Whirlpool Galaxy. I mean, Whirlpool's a type of washing machine, or like they make washing machines, but they're a galaxy as well. Yeah, they are indeed. Messier 51A, or NGC 5194. The Whirlpool Galaxy has a dwarf galaxy companion, and because of their interaction, it might have got the Whirlpool appearance. So another good answer there. Ralph banking out 14.5. BC banking 1,500. And nobody else, though. Next up, we've got Sunflower Galaxy. Yes, Messier 63 or NGC 5055. The Sunflower Galaxy is similar in appearance to a sunflower. Not a big surprise there, really. How are we looking? Anybody banking out on that one? No one banking on that answer. Josh is still looking for one more. Just at the top of the board there, with 23,000 at risk, is still looking for one more. Not come through yet. 7 answers that are up here are still good, though. 5 of them are not so good. Needle. Colo and Oren hoping to bank out here, as well as Pum Ben and Mr. Vertigo, with a Needle Galaxy. Yes, NGC 4565. The Needle Galaxy is named due to its narrow profile. As in, yes, it's literally a space needle on a whole nother level. Thank you for all the puns here, Cetro. I'm appreciating them so much. Colo, Oren, Pum and Ben, Mr. Vertigo, all banking out there on that answer. 6 right, 5 wrong left. We're going to a Butterfly. Butterfly Galaxy? Butterfly Galaxies. This one is a plural. NGC 4567 and 4568. The Butterfly Galaxies are a set of binary galaxies that look like a pair of butterfly wings. Aww. They're also known as the Siamese Twins Galaxies as well. There's reference to that. But yes, Butterfly Galaxies is a correct answer there. And yeah, they are sequentially numbered as well, which is lovely. No one banking on that one, though. 5 right and 5 wrong now. We're looking at a 50-50 on the board left now. We're going to a Fireworks. Fireworks Galaxy? Surely. Yes, Fireworks Galaxy NGC 6946. The Fireworks Galaxy got its name due to its extremely bright and colourful appearance. I suppose looking like a firework. Jers banking on 24,000. Josh Dodd on 8,000. JB on 5,000. ABB on 3,000. Lots of people banking there on that answer. 4 right. We've still not touched any wipeouts yet. Is it going to be a Condor? No, Condor's still good as well. NGC 6872. The Condor Galaxy is the largest known spiral galaxy, which is named, unsurprisingly, after a condor, which is a type of vulture that is one of the largest flying birds. Flu Fernando banking 5,000 on that answer. Wow, we're still going. Shapes is our sort of the next highest up. We're still at risk. 10,500 at risk with only one answer to give. Topper's worry level is returning. Currently on 1,500, 2 left to give. There's only 3 correct answers up here and 5 wipeouts to avoid. We're now going into, wow, only 5 players giving an answer here now. Orion. Well, I mean, there's Orion's belt and there's the constellation of Orion. Orion's galaxy. Oh, shapes. It's a wipeout. No, it's Orion Nebula Messier 42 NGC 1976. Yeah, Nebula, I'm afraid. It is located south of Orion's belt, and it is one of the brightest nebulae and is visible to the naked eye. So I'm afraid it is a wipeout, as it is not a galaxy. Shapes, Flyboy, Diamond Ninja, Drahuska, Poznan wiping out on Orion's Nebula. Unlucky there. Well, Topper, that's 1 wipeout gone. Still 4 up there, though. We'll go for one of your answers. Go for Vale. Vale, Prugs, Claire, Benzie, Topper, and Drahuska have gone for Vale. You know there's a Vale something. You think you cocked it up, though. You're right, there is a Vale something. It's a nebula, though. Yeah, Vale Nebula NGC 6960. Lots of nice numbers up here somewhere. The Vale Nebula does indeed look like a veil. A rather beautiful veil, Cetra adds as well. But unfortunately, it's a nebula, not a galaxy. Topper, it's another wipeout. Also no veil. I'll give you a ding on that one. That's pretty good. It's another wipeout for you, I'm afraid. Hard luck. Right. That's 2 wipeouts down, 3 to go. We're now going to Coal Sack. I've never heard of Coal Sack. I don't even know what that was supposed to suggest. Coal Sack Galaxy? Oh no! It's another wipeout. Coal Sack Nebula, I'm afraid. It is TGU H1867. The Coal Sack Nebula is a so-called dark nebula, being easily visible to the naked eye as a dark patch obscuring a brief section of Milky Way stars. It has been mentioned a lot in fiction, for instance in the original Star Trek series and also in 2001 A Space Odyssey. So I'm afraid Coal Sack, it's a nebula, not a galaxy, and it's a wipeout for Ramsey, Benzie, Topper, 8 Minky, and Drahuska. Hard luck there. Well, that's 3 wipeouts down, only 2 left to go. And we're now going to Comet. No, comets are completely different things. You know, they've got a tail and everything, and they, you know, they're different things. But it is a galaxy. Yeah, there is a comet galaxy out there, IC341b or VCC1217. This unique spiral galaxy has an extended stream of bright blue dots and diffuse wisps of young stars. It rushes at 3.5 million kilometers an hour through a galaxy cluster, and therefore, like a comet, it shows a tail with a length of approximately 600,000 light years. Not long at all. But yeah, Comet is indeed a galaxy. Is a good answer for Sintu and James. James banking out on 7,500. Very well done. Sintu is looking for one more. Tadaru is looking for one more. Those are the only 2 players really we're looking at because everybody else is in the wipeout zone. Oh, Comet indeed was an electronics store. And yes, indeed. That's all that needs to be said after that. Especially, well, who knows what shops are going to be closing this time round. Next, Mice. Of Mice and Men. Mice? Galaxy? Yes. In fact, plural. Galaxies. NGC 4676. The Mice Galaxies are 2 spiral galaxies that have prominent tails that make them look like a pair of mice. That's where the cheese is from. Yes, the cheese in space. That's where it's from. Only people in the wipeout zone scoring that one, I'm afraid. So Sintu and Tadari are still looking for one more, and there is only one more left up there. Sintu's very worried now, and astronomy is very tasty, apparently, yes. 2 wipeouts to avoid, just 1 right answer. People in the wipeout zone, Poznan and Drahuska, have gone for Heart. If this is the last galaxy up here, then it means Sintu and Tadaru will be wiping out. Heart. No, Heart is a nebula, NGC 896. The Heart Nebula actually has a neighbour called the Soul Nebula. So you can't say that space doesn't have its own heart and soul now. Aww. Anyway, one right and one wrong left here between backward and North America. Of course, North America would be in the name of something. Is it a galaxy or nebula, though? Well, we've got different answers between Sintu and Tadaru. Sintu has gone for backward. Tadaru has gone for North America. So, Sintu, if this is correct, then you are safe and Tadaru will wipe out. However, if this is wrong, Sintu, you're going to wipe out, and Tadaru, you're going to be safe. Backward galaxy. Is that the final answer? It is the final correct answer. NGC 4622, the backward galaxy, got its name from the fact that it appears to rotate backwards. Well done, Sintu, you've banked out on 10,500, which is Tadaru, unlucky. The last one there, North America, I'm afraid, is a nebula. It resembles the North American continent, hence the name. Even has a Gulf of Mexico of its own, but 'tis a nebula. And Tadaru wipes that 1,500 off the board. So, the end of board number 2. We have 19 players with a non-zero score. Mark, just getting a single answer again is just enough to preserve some score up to 1,000. Our top 3 currently sitting, though, we've got Jers on 24,000, Cetra on 15,000, and Ralph on 14,500. Thank you once again, Cetra, for that wonderful space board. And that does bring the space trilogy to a close as well with that particular board. So going to have to think of something new next time, etc. Unless you want to stay in space and do a prequel trilogy or something. I have no idea who would ever want to do a prequel and then a sequel trilogy after that. But it's entirely your decision. Well, we have one final board left, and it comes courtesy of Colo. So Colo, you're safe. You're going to get an author bonus at the end of this one, so you're going to be finishing on 20,000, which is actually a good place at the moment. That's second place. But everybody else, you're going to be answering on board number 3. And yeah, I told you it was a make Ash say things thing, wasn't it? Esquadral de Euro. Esquadral de Euro. But Portuguese and an Esperanto from Mark and Ramsey. Well, only one of you's right. They are indeed words, Puzzledan. They translate as the Golden Squad. Who here has appeared for the Brazil national football team? So, to be eligible players on this board, they must have played for Brazil in a recognised competitive match from 1916 all the way to the current date. That's for the men's side, or from 1986 to the current date. That's for the women's side. Yes, we're considering men's and women's Brazil teams in this case. Can you find 11 jogadores de futebol? Well, 11 players of football. So yes, 11 of these have appeared for the Brazil national football team, either the men's or women's. 5 of them, though, have definitely not. However, they might have been manufactured in Brazil. I'll leave it at that. If you're ready, here come your answers.
Answers are...
And your time starts now. Indeed, Benzie. $20 seconds. You should have to give me at least a bid of 1. Otherwise, you will wipe out if you haven't given me any bid. James, JB, AB, me, you do need to give me a bid. 10 seconds. There we go. 5 seconds. Everybody has given me an answer. That there is time, and 15 of the 16 answers were accepted this time, which is still enough to say no more rounds of bidding. And Drahuska is still going for the big bid, going for 11 of 11. We'll see how that goes. We've only got Claire and Andrew with a single bid of 1. Jers at the top there, currently on 24,000, going for a bid of 4. Cetra with 3. Ralph is going pretty confident here with an 8. That's quite a confident bid. Flu Fernando gone for a bid of 9, also pretty confident as well. So let's have a look to see what you have gone for and which is right, which is wrong. Did anyone figure out what the connection is between the 5 wrong answers, maybe? Let's start off with Pele. Yeah, that's a nice easy start there. Pele, yes, legendary footballer. Edson Arantes do Nascimento played 92 games, scored 77 goals. Oh, you're out of the room, James. Ah, okay. Aaron thinks so. Well, once I reveal the first wipeout, I think all will make sense. Next one. Neymar. Yes, Neymar da Silva Santos Junior. So far, 119 games for Brazil and 74 goals scored. Some good answers to start with there. Moving on to Ronaldo. Yes, Ronaldo, indeed. Another good answer for you. Actually don't have any information on this. Oh, yes, I do, yeah. Not the Portuguese one, though, mind. This one made 92 appearances, scoring 66 goals. Ronaldo Luis Nazario de Lima was the answer there for that one there. Good answer. And how many have banked out so far? Pum Ben on 4.5, Mr. Vertigo 4.5, Pyro Pygmy 12.5. BC 3,000, 8 Minky 3,000, Puzzledown 3,000, Tadaru 1,500. It is points. It is points on the board, and all the points will be converted to doots at the end of this board as well. Providing, of course, you have some at the end of the board. Claire and Andrew also banking out 500 of notice at the bottom of the board. Very well done. Next, Socrates. Okay. Yeah, indeed, Socrates. Yeah, Socrates, Brasileiro, Sampaio, de Souza, Vieira, de Oliveira. That's a hell of a name, that. 1982 World Cup captain, 22 goals in total for Socrates there. It's gonna move! Yeah, indeed it is. Cetra banking out 18,000. That is an impressive score. JB 8,000, Mark 6,000. And that's all the people that banked out on that answer. Next one. Cafu. Yes, not cafe, but Cafu is correct indeed. Marcos Evangelista de Moraes, defender, has 142 caps, 4 goals in total from 1990 to 2006. Great answer if you gave me that. Josh Dodd banking 11,000 on that answer. Ralph at the top, still looking for 3 answers. Drahuska, unfortunately, we are looking at overbid territory for you. I've just noticed there's 6 left, and you've given me 7 more to go, so it is going to be another wipeout. Sorry for that. Isn't that we? No, it's not. I don't. No. I feed whiskers actually. No, that sounds even weirder. We're moving on to Marta, not Malta. Marta Vieira da Silva, yes, a forward on the women's team. This is 154 caps in total, 108 goals, and 2000 from 2002 to date. Marta has featured in the women's Brazil national team. You say tomato. Topper thinks they've scored a massive own goal here. What are we looking at? You've got 5. Yeah, we're looking rather sketchy territory for you, Topper. 5 left to give. We haven't seen a single answer from you yet, and we've gone through, from the looks of things, the obvious answers. So, good luck, Topper. There are 5 right and 5 wrong. Let's call the whole grid up. No, we have to reveal the rest of the grid. No, we're going to pretend you absolutely are here, Topper. A is one of your answers. Bebeto is next. Yes, Jose Roberto Gala de Oliveira is a forward, has 75 caps, 39 goals from 1985 to 1998. Bebeto is a correct answer. Sintu banking 15.5, very well done. Oren banking 7.5. Lugru 5,000. Topper, you're off the mark. 1 of 5 to go. And next is another of yours. CC. Drahuska, Ramsey, Proogs, Benzi, and Topper have gone for CC. That's the correct answer, yes. Cislada do Amor Lima is a midfielder on the women's team. Won the Golden Boot in the 1999 Women's World Cup. 7 goals in total from 1988 to 1999. A good answer there for CC. Topper now got 2 down, 3 more to go. Benzie still looking for 3. Ramsey looking for 1. Proves looking for 2. Ralph at the top with 25,000, still looking for 2. Fluid Fernando in 4th place at the moment, 19,000, still looking for 2. Garincha is our next answer. That's a good answer. Manuel Francisco dos Santos is a midfielder. 50 caps, 12 goals, 1955 to 66. Another great answer. And Topper, you were illuminated on that one. You know what that means. You are now in overbid territory, and we're going to have to say goodbye to your score at some point in the near future. Hard luck there. Ralph and Fluid Fernando are 1 away. Flyboy's banking on 10.5. Benzie still looking for 2. There's only 2 correct answers up here now. Mycon. We have done well to avoid the wipeout so far, but is this going to be the first wipeout? Mycon. No, it's another correct answer. Mycon Douglas Cicinado, defender with 76 caps, 7 goals from 2003 to 2014. Ralph and Fluid Fernando banking out. Ralph, look at that score. 32,500 going to you. Fluid Fernando going 27,500 there. Prugs, 10,500 at the moment, but you have 1 more left to give. Benzie, you have now joined overbid territory, and you will be wiping out momentarily. Ramsey, you're still looking for 1. James, you're still looking for 1. There's only 1 right answer left up here. We have still yet to touch any of the wipeouts. Are we actually going to avoid all the wipeouts from the popular answers or not? Well, the next one we'll go for is Livina or Livina. Drahuska, James, Benzie and Topper, 3 of which have overbid. I've gone for this final answer. Is this the final answer? No. A Livina is an MPV from Nissan, produced since 2006. Yeah, all of the wrong answers here are cars made in Brazil. They're not footballers, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, there, James, Benzie, Topper, Drahuska, that is a wipeout for you, so we've got to say goodbye to all of your score. We're only looking left at Prugs, Ramsey, and Diamond Ninja. You only have 1 answer left to give each. There's 5 answers up here we've not revealed. Only 1 of them is correct. You would have thought they were clubs. No, they are all cars, I'm afraid. I still don't know if I guess it's a car or a footballer, even after revealing that information. Well, I could say 4 of these are cars. 1 of them is a player. We're going to the Kelter, or Celta. Ramsey and Diamond Ninja have gone for this one. Kelter. Oh, no. No, this is a low-cost Super Mini produced by Chevrolet from 2020 to 2015. I'm afraid it is a Chevy. And it's a wrong answer. Sorry, Diamond Ninja, Ramsey, Benzie, and Drahuska. It's a wipeout for you. So, Prugs, it's just you left now. 10,500 at risk. Only 1 of these is right. We're only looking at a wipeout zone here for Leonidas. However, if this is the final correct answer, this does mean Prugs will be hitting a wipeout. Leonidas. Oh no, Prugs. Leonidas da Silva was a forward with 38 caps and 38 goals from 1934 to 1946. Topper and Drahuska get credit for giving me a right answer. However, they have already wiped out. Prugs, you're going to be joining them momentarily. This is your answer. It's the Stilo. I'm afraid a Stilo is a small family hatchback produced by Fiat since 2001. And the last answer that came in from Topper was the Doblo, which is a panel van produced by Fiat since 2000. And the one that nobody went for was the Prisma, which was a sedan produced also by Chevrolet since 2006. So the end of that board, 25 players. So the most we've had this entire game, 25 players with a non-zero score. all the way from Andrew and Claire on 500 up to our top three there. Fernando 27,500, Jers on 29,000, and Ralph doing the best of all. Again, absolutely, almost like a repeat performance from last time we did Wipeout. You aced one of those boards last time round, and here a great performance, 32,500 going to you, Ralph. Very, very well done indeed. And yes, really respectable scores up here, so very well done for surviving those boards. And thank you again, Colo, for that final Brazil footballer or car board. That was a really lovely board to go through. And previously, thank you to Cetra and also to Oni for the Space Galaxies board and for the Paris Metro boards that we've had this evening as well. As Joe says, thank you, Paris Metro. Yes. You certainly owe a lot to the Paris Metro board there for the majority of your 29,000 dukes there. So yeah, very well done indeed. Thank you very much for those boards. And that there will close off our game of Wipeout this evening. I have no fancy exit on this game. Similarly, I don't have a fancy exit on Secret Fortune yet, but I will add that in the near future. So let me just bring the Secret Fortune screen over, because it is time to move over to game number 2 this evening. Or game number 3 if you treat Turnabout from earlier, who... Well, the game Turnabout really did have no chill whatsoever in the Star game, did it? It just gave you the worst words. Literally the worst words. But you managed to do something with it. You're still recovering from Turnabout. Yeah, just sort of ignore that it even exists. So, yeah. This here is Secret Fortune, written by Arun Aromatics. And, yeah, there is a new thing now, so bask in the glory of the next 8 seconds, I say. He says, bask in the glory of the next 8 seconds. There you go! It's a new logo! It's a new shiny logo for Secret Fortune! Yes, indeed, it is the Eurostyle that's not used anywhere else in the entire game other than the freaking logo. I just thought I wanted to shine this up a little bit ahead of Q&L. So I found out what the font was. Oh yeah, it's Eurostyle, because of course it is. Put a 3D effect on it, put a little bend on it as well, and here it is. We now have a shiny logo. Yeah, something like that proves probably actually longer than 4 hours, but yeah. Time well spent, I'll say. What I do need to do is come into Discord right now, because this is a voice game, or at least the hot seat game requires voice. You don't have to do the hot seat game though. You can play the audience, play along, and see how well you would have done. But we'll be looking for 2 players to play this evening in the hot seat game. Of course, you need to be able to join me in voice on Discord if you would like to play that game. And this is sort of the last chance to see Secret Fortune before it gets an airing at QNL. And I'm hoping that everything runs okay since I have changed things. Let's go to a lobby BZCG if and only if you would like to be a main player. Watch the logo. It's gonna move. Yeah, the actual main game font is a bit uninspired, really. Oh, of course, sorry. I'm completely wrong about what I just said, wasn't I? You still need to join the lobby regardless, and then exclude yourself if you don't want to be picked. I forgot this is... Sorry. Yeah, I'm mixing this up with 1,000 Heartbeats, which is different. So yeah, sorry. Do join the lobby if you want to play the audience game, or if you want to play the hot seat game. But if you only want to play or potentially be picked for the hot seat game, then exclude. Apologies, I'm just mixing everything up now, because 1,000 Heartbeats is another Q&L game which will also have a lot of blah, 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 words you don't need to care about. All you need to care about is BZCG. Put that in first and you're good to go. and then press say exclude if you don't want to be picked as a hot seat player. Q&A, what's that? Quiz Night Live is what that is. 2 weeks and 3 days away. Where I'm going to be doing, and amongst a lot of community members are going to be joining together in the real world, the actual, in meat space, touching grass and everything, where we'll actually do some of these quizzes for actual liveness. We still hopefully will be streaming it as well, but yeah, the plan is getting lots of people together to play these quizzes actually in person for the first time ever. And I am stressing the heck out because it's the first live event that I have actually organised myself, and I'm pretty much organising it solely myself. I am getting help from people, and of course there are going to be many hosts throughout the weekend as well. But yeah, there's a that's a lot still to do and not enough time to do it. Thankfully, the week beforehand, the week running up to Q&L, I will have off for work, so I'll be able to stress on my own during that week. Be fine. Honestly, let it happen. Let it be. What will be will be. Que sera, sera. What I do need to do is check that I've got the game enabled properly, because when we run it at Q&L, there will not be an audience feature to it, because I'm very much pressed for time on the schedule. I've given myself, I think, 45 or 50 minutes to play this entire game, and normally when we play this game, it's running at least over an hour. So I will be kind of, trying to cut down as much as possible on waffle during the game, and that does include the audience part of the game. I'm still going to try and hope to get the audience game working, but there won't be as nearly the same amount of focus towards that. The bigger focus will be watching how the hot seat players do. So yeah, just be aware that could be a thing happening. Let me have a look at what I have got here. Where is my lobby? Is it actually going to pick players in the lobby or not? That's a good question. I don't know is the answer. Let me do this and do that. There we go. I can't type. I think the lobby should be working, and we shall see how it goes. So we're going to be picking two of you to play. Who's it going to be? Let's find out as I press this button here. It is Samster and Sintu. Samster and Sintu, please make your way to the green room. Yes, indeed, you have been picked once again, Samster. All right, we shall await your. You shall await your appearance momentarily. Samster does pretty well in this game, I will say. And this is a wonderful pack from Maroon, I will say, ahead of time. Let me get my sheet open for my reference, because there's some banger questions in here tonight. And I also need to make sure that I can hear people in Discord as well. Have I configured all the audio settings right for Discord tonight? I hope so. We need to turn that guy off, though, I think. Yeah, let's turn that guy off and we'll see what happens. While we are waiting, I will say the internet is sort of dead to me now. This is a thing. This is now a thing, folks. Twitch has finally made it to mainstream media with the term POG. There are now trivia questions out there talking about what POG is. Thanks, the tournament. POG is now ruined for everyone. Well, if you watch the show, Proogs, then you'll know what the answer is. I mean, it's really weird to suggest that it has the thing is, emotes are just weird. Emotes are just weird. Anyway, I have some players here, so I'm going to close off this the tournament image. That is now kind of cursed all of Twitch forever. Good evening, Samster and Sid2.
Good evening.
Hello.
And I can hear you, and I'm hoping stream can hear you as well. That's good to see. How are you doing, Samster?
I'm okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing about 50 things at once. I didn't realise I got picked, so I do apologise. Tired, but good. I'm good.
Tired, but good. Are you going to be able to focus for the next hour or so?
Hopefully, and then I think pretty much fall into bed straight
and then just
after.
zonk straight after. Absolutely fine by me. Well, welcome to the game. And Sid2, good evening to you. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
That's good to hear. I think this is the first time you've been on voice in one of my games?
Yes, it's the first time.
It's the
and
first
I'm
time.
really nervous, but...
Got nothing to be nervous about. You've got Samster here alongside you, has absolutely aced this game in the past, aced lots of other games in the past, so you're in good hands with Samster here. You ever played Secret Fortune before, Sid2?
Yes, I've played in the audience game.
You have played in the audience game, so you are very familiar with the game. Well then, let's get straight on with that. I will share my screen as well. I should just do that, you know, so you can at least see what you're doing. There you go. There's a game for you in Discord, and let's load up the toaster rack of riches. There they are, all 24 envelopes, each with a value from 100 doots up to 100,000 doots. Your job is to try and keep the greatest and bin the lowest as we go on in this game. Behold the toaster rack. I don't have it to hand, but I do indeed have a toaster rack when we do Q&L. I have two in total, in fact. So your objective in round number 1 is to pick 4 envelopes each time, and then you get to see a question which has 4 possible answers, and they are ordered in a certain way. The question will generally ask which of these things is the greatest, or the largest, or the most bigly, and your objective is to hold one envelope that you believe is the most bigly of them all, and bin the other 3 which you think are less bigly than the others. And if you do that, then you bin the lower values in the game and keep the higher values in the game. At the end of this round, of course, you'll have 6 envelopes then to play on with as we go on into round number 2. Twitch chat audience, let's talk to you. You are also playing this game as well. You're going to be you won't get to pick the envelopes that come up. That's still Samson's and Sintu's job, but you'll be able to pick which envelope you personally would like to keep on each question. You are picking just one on each time, and that's the one you are trying to keep, and you'll be in the other 3. As always, try and match what the question is asking for, and if you can do that, then you're doing well in the game. Players here, Samson and Sintu, are going to be binning one by one, but ultimately they are doing the same thing. They're going to be left with just one at the end of each question. So yes, bin and then ideally win. That's a great rhyme, that, Benzie. I do actually kind of like that. Bin and then ideally win. So let's get this game underway. You can Twitch chat. You can answer either A, B, C, D, or the number associated to the answer. So the envelope number that gets associated to the answer, you can use that, or A, B, C, or D. Whisper that to Quizbot 3000, please. You'll have 40 seconds to do so, and then after which you can have a bit of a discussion about the question as well, but don't give any spoilers as to what you believe the answer actually is. So, Samster, Sintu, let's go to some picking. Samster, we're going to go to you first, as you are alphabetically first here. Which 2 would you like?
22 and 4.
22 and 4. Sintu, what would you like?
7 and 19.
7 and 19. Okay, let's load those ones up. And as Ramsey says, so long as you answer the question appropriately, then you're going to do the best you can, Twitch chat. Okay? Let's get this game underway. Good luck. Your first question is: which of these is there most of in a Nestle breakaway bar, according to its nutritional information label? Saturated fat, fibre, salt, or protein? So, as a reminder, we associated the envelope such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the nutritional information, or that there is the most of in a Nestle breakaway bar individual portion. That's the one you're trying to keep, and you're binning the other 3. So, any thoughts? Have you ever had a breakaway bar, Samster?
I have. I mean, I always make it clear how much I love calorie questions, and this is very much in a similar vein, so... Yeah. Yeah, odd choice. Not one I have had very often, but I am certainly aware of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Since you ever had a breakaway bar?
Maybe once in my life.
What were they like? What do you remember from them?
They've got like chocolate and biscuit. There's a lot of biscuit in them, not too much chocolate. Like some thin coating of chocolate. Other than that, I'm really struggling to think of anything remarkable about them.
So yeah, you remember you're trying to
don't
keep
know.
the thing you've got, whatever is the greatest of up here, to keep that one and then bin the other three. Where you wanted to go first?
Right.
What are you thinking first?
I think we can be in salt.
Yeah, I'd be happy to get rid of salt. We could get rid of that, yeah. Sounds good.
Salt? You want to bin that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thinking, it's sort of a sweet treat, so there wouldn't be
Yeah,
much
there's not really too
salt
much
in
need
it.
to put too much salt in it, exactly.
Well, I'm going to bin envelope number 4 first. Your secret fortune tonight will not be 4,000 dudes.
Okay.
It's a nice start. Nice start. Middle on the left-hand side, doing well. 2 more to bin, though.
Struggling now, to be honest. I don't know how much fibre is in them. I can't imagine that nutritious in terms of fibre. Any ideas?
I would have been saturated fat, but I have no idea.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it's got quite a lot of saturated fat. I'm not sure. Shall we say get rid of protein then?
Yes, okay.
Yeah, let's get rid of protein.
Protein, okay.
Yeah.
Envelope number 22 going in the bin. Your secret fortune tonight will not be 20,000 dudes.
Okay.
It's a bit bigger. Middle on the
Yes.
right-hand side there. Well, 1 more left to get rid of between saturated fat and fibre.
I mean, I'm leaning towards getting rid of fibre, but if you're pretty confident you want to get rid of saturated fat, I'd be okay
Yeah,
with
so
that as well.
we can bin fiber.
Okay. I'm sorry if it turned out to be wrong, but that's where my hunch is. Sorry. Let's get rid of fibre, please, Ash.
Binning fibre, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay. Number 7 going in the bin. Your secret fortune tonight will not be 10,000 dudes.
Okay.
It is.
Quite high value there.
Yeah. It is better than better one to get rid of than protein was. Leaves you with envelope number 19, saturated fat. Of course, it could just be the particular pick of envelopes you got here is quite wide. Let's find out what is the correct answer. You're doing well. It's a good start. Yes. You nearly did them in order as well. Salt is the lowest with 0.05 grams in 1 bar. Then fibre, there's 0.6 grams of fibre in 1 bar. Then protein, 1.2 grams. And double that and add a bit more for the saturated fat. 2.6 grams of saturated fat per breakaway bar. Well done to 41.4% of the audience there going the right way. You're going to carry through envelope number 19. Sam, it's into. What do we think of envelope number 19 then?
Well, it's got to be at least 20, hasn't it? 20, yeah, it's got to be at least 22, sorry, yeah.
Indeed. Well, number 19 could be your secret fortune. Yeah, those buttery biscuit bases people are talking about there. Okay, 1 down. Let's get some more. So, Sintu, what's your pick?
10 and 16, please.
10 and 16. We've separated the islands very early on. Sapster.
And I'll take 1 and 11, please.
1 and 11. Let's load those up. Moving on to question 2. If all famous people were forced to return to their city of birth, which of these celebrity couples would be prized apart the furthest? Is it Sacha Baron Cohen and Isla Fisher, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, George Clooney and Amal Clooney, or Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. So we've assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the celebrity couple that would be prized apart the furthest based off of their individual cities of birth. That's the one you're trying to keep, and you're bidding the other 3. So a bit of a celebrity question, bit of a geography question in there as well. Samster, I know you love your geography.
I like one of those 2 things, yes. Yeah. So I can tell you when most of them were born, and then if you can do the geography bits into that'd be great. I know Sacha Baron Cohen's English, I think so anyway. Isla Fisher's Australian, so they're quite far away, aren't they?
Yeah.
Harry, I presume, was born in England, and Meghan in America. Don't know whereabouts in America though. George Clooney's also American. Amal Clooney, I'm not sure where she was born.
Libyan from Liban or something, Middle East?
Yeah, it's definitely Middle East, yeah. And then Kurt Russell, again, I think is an American. Goldie Hawn. I'm not sure about Goldie Hawn.
It's American too, but I'm not sure.
So shall we get rid of those 2 then?
Yes,
Kurt Russell and Goldie.
number 10.
Yeah. Number 10, please.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So what you were thinking, they're both American?
Yes, I mean, even, like, America's quite big, but even so, it should be the smallest out of these, I think.
Okay. Well, your secret fortune tonight will not be 1,000. Nice pick.
Right. So the question is, are the UK and Australia further away than England and the USA? Probably.
Yes, probably yes.
So, should we get rid of Sacha Baron Cohen and Isla Fisher next then? No. Harry and Meghan Markle, yeah.
Yes.
Do you agree with that? Yeah, okay. Number 16, please.
Number 16, okay.
Yeah.
That one's going in the bin. Your secret fortune tonight will not be 40,000 dudes.
Oh.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, that's bad. Right. Any idea between these 2?
No, so if Sacha Baron Cohen was born in Australia...
England. I'm sorry, Isla Fisher born in Australia, Baron Cohen in England.
Isla Fisher born in Australia, sorry. So this is the furthest because...
You reckon? So we should get rid of 11 then, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get rid of 11, please, Ash.
Okay. George Clooney and Amal Clooney going in the bin. Your secret fortune tonight will not be 75,000 dudes.
Oh, flipping heck.
Wow.
Right, okay.
Expensive picks here. So, that leaves you with envelope number 1.
With 100.
I mean, it could be the 100. If you have got this right, then this will be 100,000 in it. But is it the correct answer? I'm afraid not. No, the Clooneys were the furthest there. So I'm going to hide it away from you temporarily and show Twitch chat what the distances were. It's not the greatest, but we had some big picks up there, so might be still a fairly good value up here in envelope number 1. What do we think?
Well, I'm 100% certain that Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn were way closer. So all we really know is it's more than 1,000, but yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, would it help you to say that Isla was actually born in Oman?
Oh.
Yeah, a bit of information
I know
there.
she's considered to be an Australian, but I didn't know that. No.
Well,
that would shorten it a bit. Yeah.
Shorten it a
It's
bit.
Middle East also, so it could be similar.
Well,
Yeah.
envelope number 1, whatever it is, could be your secret fortune. And we're back for a third pick. Samster, where next? Oh.
Hello?
There we go. Try that again.
18, please.
18 and
15.
And 15. Okay, Sintu.
5 and 6.
5 and 6. Okay. In they come. Here is question number 3. Which of these amazing greys was featured in print the earliest, i.e. furthest away from now? Agnes Grey, Viscount Greystoke, Christian Grey, or Gandalf the Grey?
Right.
So we've assigned the envelopes such that the thing or person featured in print the earliest has, well, the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the person that was featured in print the earliest. That's the one you're trying to keep, and you're binning ones that happened more recently than that one.
Okay. I'm a lot happy with this one. Agnes Grey is certainly 1800s. I think Viscount Greystoke, if I'm not mistaken, is Tarzan. So that's probably early 1900s. Christian Grey is from 50 Shades of Grey, and Gandalf obviously from Lord of the Rings. So I think the earliest should be Agnes Grey. So we're just to clarify, I'm getting rid of the most recent. Is that right?
Yeah,
we want to keep the oldest.
You're binning most recent and keeping the oldest.
Yeah. So we agree we should get rid of Christian Grey first.
Yes.
Yeah, Christian Grey, please.
What, off of that 50 Shades?
Yes, I believe so.
All right. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. Yeah, only 8,000 Shades of Grey here.
Oh god, that's a big low value.
It's still a big low value.
Oh god.
Gandalf the Grey.
Gandalf, yeah, Gandalf the Grey.
Gandalf from
Lord of the Rings. I don't know
Lord
which
of
one.
the Rings and
Probably
Hobbit.
the Hobbit, but yeah.
Okay. Secret fortune tonight will not be. Ah, it's adjacent. 9,000.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
One more to bin between Agnes and Viscount Greystoke.
Yeah. As I say, I don't know when Agnes Grey was especially, but I know it was definitely 1800s. I'm pretty
Agnes
sure.
Grey is probably by one of the Bronte sisters.
Yes, I believe so. Whereas Tarzan would not be any earlier than the early 1900s, I would have thought.
So,
yeah, 18, please.
Binning Viscount Greystoke, thinking Tarzan.
Yeah,
Off of
I think
Tarzan of
that's
the Apes.
right. It's one of them trivia nuggets that comes up quite often.
Let's find out. Secret fortune tonight will not be. Nearly a neighbour. 14,000. Just skip the 12,000 there.
Just to tell me we've got a lot of low values in the game still to come up with. No idea.
Leaves you with envelope 15, which you sounded incredibly confident here.
Yeah,
You
I
take it from
don't
one of
think
the
questions are going to be
Bronte
easier than
sisters.
this for me. So yeah, it's yeah. I think
Any
that's right.
idea on a year you think this is? A specific year?
I wouldn't like to guess. Into have you got any idea?
Well, either way, let's find out if it's a correct answer first. Although I think given your confidence...
Yeah.
Ta-da! Yes, it is the correct answer. All the way back in 1847 was the year there, yes, by Anne Bronte, first published in 1847. Then we're looking at Viscount Greystoke, 1912. Yes, indeed, Tarzan of the Apes by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Gandalf the Grey in The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, 1937. And, of course, Christian Grey off of that 50 Shades of Grey, by self-published by E.L. James. Well done, 40% of the audience going the right way. And envelope number 15 was the best in this round, but yeah, there were a lot of low values being picked here. So what does that mean for envelope 15?
Well, was it at least 16? Is that right, Cintu?
16, yeah.
Yeah. But as I say, there's a lot of low values come out later, so we might end up getting a best answer later, and it might only be 5 or 6k. You never know. Like,
I mean, that could have 100,000 in it right now.
Could, yeah.
Very
That'd be
possibly.
nice.
Whatever it is, though, could be your secret fortune.
Don't really want to lose.
Let's go, hopefully, fingers crossed, let's go over to the audience game, see how well you're doing right now. There they are. Hopefully you've been tracking what these numbers mean. I certainly haven't. Quite a few 15s up there, which sounds good. But yeah, this is how your game is going so far. Let's put that away. Head over to question number 4. Sintu is going to be picking first this time round. Sintu, where do you want to go?
9 and 17.
9 and 17, Sabster.
And I'll take 3 and 23.
3 and 23, let's load those up. As we go into question number 4. Use your perfect recall skills to remember which of these things Terry Wogan did the earliest, as in most furthest away from now. Appeared on Just a Minute, presented the Radio 2 breakfast show, hosted blankety blank, and received an OBE. So, we've assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the Terry Wogan thing that occurred the earliest. That's the one you're trying to keep, and you're binning the other 3. So, probably a bit UK here.
Yeah.
How are you with your Wogan skills here, Samster?
Well, quite UK-centric for Sin 2, and then me not being alive for the majority of this, probably. So it's not the best. Not the best. I'm trying to work these out. Like, OB is basically when they get knighted, so that would happen relatively recently, I would have thought. Radio 2, wasn't he like the first one on Radio 2? So that's probably like early 70s. I don't know. I'm struggling there, to be honest, Sin 2.
No idea.
Blankety blank was probably 70s, 80s as well. I don't know. I'd get rid of ABE first because he'd get that later in his life. He'd get knighted later, so
Yeah.
you okay with that? Yeah, let's get rid of 17, please.
Okay. Omelette
Well,
number
you need time
17.
to think.
Going in the bin. Secret Fortune tonight will not be. It's another good pick, 6,000. Middle on the left-hand side. Not many left on the left-hand side now. Only 6 of them over there. What's your next pick?
So, just a minute's been going on for ages. Like, it's from
Yes,
the 50s
it's
or 60s,
very,
I think.
very old,
But
so-
I'm kind of worried. Like, he wasn't a regular panel member, so I'm almost wondering if that's something he did later on in his life. I don't know. I'd be inclined to get rid of that if you're okay with that. I don't know.
Okay, we can get rid of that.
It's just a hunch that maybe like he didn't do it until he was like much older. Because I know he certainly wasn't on like the early ones. And it does say appeared as if like he's only been on it once or twice rather than being regular on it. Yeah, let's go rid of 9, please. Ash.
Okay. Just a minute going in the bin. Your Secret Fortune tonight will not be. Good pick. 2,000.
Okay.
Doing very well. Again, low values coming out though.
Now this is genuinely a bit of a toss-up for me. Are you leaning
Yeah.
towards either of them at all? I mean, I wouldn't expect you to. Don't worry. There's no pressure.
I don't know. If I have to guess, I would guess Radio 2, breakfast show, but
What, getting rid of that or keeping
no,
it?
skipping that,
Okay.
so I would get rid of Blankety Blank, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's get rid of Blankety Blank then.
Blankety blank.
Yeah.
Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Secret Fortune tonight will not be. 7,000.
Oh, nice.
Some really
good.
good
Happy with
picks.
that.
So that leaves you with envelope number 23, presented the Radio 2 breakfast show. Let's find out. What's the correct
I did wa-
answer?
I did wonder if he was the first ever person on Radio 2.
Is the correct answer, yes. I don't think it was the first on the breakfast show,
Okay.
but it was certainly one of the earliest ones. He actually started the breakfast show, then someone else came in, and then it was there's a specific name that he then returned to the breakfast show.
Okay.
Wake Up with Wogan, I think it was called. Yeah, he started the breakfast show all the way back in 1972. In fact, you were close indeed. Blankety Blank was very close, only 7 years apart there with 1979. Then yeah, you were right, receiving an OBE much later on in life than 1997, and appearing on Just a Minute all the way in 2011. Yeah, that far apart.
Took him that long to get on the show. Wow.
Apparently so, yes.
That's quite a long wait list.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But you've done well. Envelope number 23 is again the best of that board. But again, a lot of low picks, so not much information to garner here. So
The highest was 7,000, I think.
Yes, I think so. So all we know is it's at least 12 on that one.
anything on the right hand side. Well,
Yeah.
23 could be your secret fortune. Last of your official picks here, because whatever you have on question 6 is the dredges. So, Samster, what do we want to go for?
2 and 20, please.
2 and 20, Sid 2.
12 and 14.
12 and 14, okay. Slow those up as we go into question number 5. A team playing in a single match in a tournament contesting which of these trophies would have the most people in it. I will also preface this by saying number of players typically on the playing field at any given time, not the full roster, by example. So, of those playing on the official playing area at any given time, which of these would have the most people playing in it in an individual match? Is it for the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy, the Melrose Cup, the Stanley Cup, or the Ashes Urn? So, we've assigned the envelope with the greatest value to the team playing in a single match at a tournament contesting which of these trophies with the most people in. That's the one you're trying to keep, and you're bidding the other three. Do you happen to know what these sports are?
I know the bottom two. Any advances into?
Melrose Cup is, I think, rugby.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure.
Stanley Cup's ice hockey. I'm pretty sure.
Which
11
will be
low.
in its team.
Ashes is cricket, so it's 11, I think. If it's rugby, then it's either going to be 13 or 15.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what Larry right. Let's get rid of Stanley Cup first. Stanley Cup's going to be lower, isn't it? Yeah.
Stanley Cup?
Please. Yeah.
Okay. So you're thinking, what, ice hockey? How many?
Yeah, I think, is it 6 on ice hockey? Something like that, anyway.
No, I think it's 11 or 10.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, either way, it'll be less than Melrose Cup anyway. So that's fine.
Let's find out. The Secret Fortune tonight will not be. It's another good pick. 5,000.
Nice. Right.
Only 3 on the left-hand side left now. Doing very well here. 2 more to pick.
Okay. So you said Melrose is rugby, didn't you?
Yes, I think, but I'm not sure, but I think it's rugby.
Okay. So whether it's rugby union or rugby league, it'd be 13 or 15 players. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be the highest one. Does that make sense?
We can get rid of number 14.
Yes. Let's get rid of number 14, please.
Number 14, the Ashes. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're thinking, what's this sport?
Cricket, for sure.
Cricket. And you're saying, what, 11 for a cricket?
I think it's 11,
roster?
yeah. I think it's 11.
Okay. Your Secret Fortune tonight will not be 22,000.
Okay.
It's middle of the right hand side there.
That's all right.
One more to be in between Larry O'Brien and Melrose. Well, we haven't heard anything about Larry O'Brien yet. Any ideas on that?
I genuinely can't name
No
that.
idea.
I'd be more inclined to stick with rugby because we know it's got a lot of players in it.
Yes, rugby has a lot.
So let's get rid of number 12, please.
So you're going to get rid of Larry O'Brien because you think rugby, it's got a lot of players on. So
it could be something American, like maybe basketball with having an American name.
Maybe
like
Aussie football, I don't know.
Oh, if it's Aussie football, we might be in trouble here then,
could
actually.
be Aussie
but,
rules, yeah. There's quite a few players on the Aussie rules team.
Yeah, I think it's 21, I think. Yeah.
Aussie?
Well,
I don't know. I don't know now.
number
We picked
12
it, so it's locked
is
in.
now locked in. We are going to bid it.
Yeah. Okay.
Your Secret Fortune tonight will not be. It's definitely not Aussie rules. It's only 100.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So that's less than the Stanley Cup.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's less than 10? Okay.
So, Melrose Cup envelope number 20, you're going to keep through to round number 2. What's the correct answer?
Oh.
It's the Ashes, I'm afraid. So,
Not rugby then.
no, well, it is rugby. Rugby sevens.
Oh no.
You're really unlucky there.
So there are the answers for the rest of the audience to see what the numbers were. But yeah, that was rugby sevens specifically. So you were the right sport, but the wrong number, I'm afraid.
No problem.
What does that mean then for envelope 20?
Less than
No idea.
22,000.
Yeah, less than 22, and that's all we know, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
envelope number 10, envelope number 20, should I say, could be your Secret Fortune. Excuse me. But now away, and it's the last question of the round. Let's load up the final dreaders, 8, 13, 21, and 24. And your final question of the round is this one. Which of these mysteries would an armchair detective have been able to solve the earliest?
Okay.
Whatever happened to Harold Holt? Who shot J.R. Ewing? Where did Lord Lucan disappear to? And who was involved in the Baker Street robbery? So, we've assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the mystery that occurred the earliest in time. That's the one you're trying to keep, and you're binning the other 3. I think we're adding some ticks to a certain bingo card here, but
Yes.
Sapster, what's your thoughts?
Right, so coincidentally, I was writing a question about J.R. Ewing earlier this week. So I know he died. Well, he didn't die. He got shot in the 3rd series of Dallas, which would have been early 80s.
Spoilers!
Spoilers, yes. But I won't say who did it. That's early 80s. Lord Lucan, I think, might have been 80s as well, 70s or 80s. Harold Holt was an Australian Prime Minister who disappeared when he went swimming. Don't know when the Baker Street robbery was, though. Any idea on that one, Sintu?
Ooh, no, I don't know.
I presume it's not from Sherlock Holmes, because that would make it way too easy.
Yes.
I could definitely get rid of J.R. Ewing, because that's 80s for sure. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get rid of 24, please.
Okay. Top of the shop 24, going in the bin. Hashtag Dallas content. Your secret fortune tonight will not be... Oh, thank God, 500.
Nice. Nice, okay.
That puts your minimum win tonight, no matter what happens, at 3,000, and only one left on the left-hand side. Can we get rid of it?
I am struggling a bit now. Like I say, I think Harold Hart was the 50s or the 60s. He was swimming and he disappeared.
Okay, so but we can get rid of 21.
Yes, yeah. I'm pretty sure Lucan was later than that. So let's go to 21, please, Ash.
Okay. Where did Lord Lucan disappear to? We just don't know. Let's find out. Secret fortune tonight will not be... Well, there it goes. 3,000. It is
nice.
an all-right
Okay.
finish.
Nice.
Very good. Very, very good. Minimum now 12,000 for you. And the 100,000 is still in play as well.
Right. Now I'm stuck now. Is there anything you're leaning more towards? I genuinely...
I would be number 8, but this is...
You'd bet number 8, did you say?
Yes.
Okay. I've not heard of it, but bearing in mind, I think these are all relatively close together. I don't think it necessarily means that I haven't heard of it because it's old. I think it just means that it's just something I've not heard of. Yeah, let's get rid of 8. I'll back you on that.
Okay. I can say all of these events occurred within a 13-year span. So, yeah,
it's
you're
not
right.
a case of one like that, yeah.
Yeah, they are pretty close together. Baker Street robbery. Let's find out. Your secret fortune tonight will not be... Well, you know you've done the best here. 12,000.
Oh.
You know you've aced that board. I can't reveal any more information than that. Let's just quickly reveal 13 as our correct answer. Absolutely amazing. Minimum win tonight, no matter what now. 16,000 doots. Let's have a look at the years. Harold Holt, that was in 1967. Then it was the Baker Street robbery, 1971. Lord Lucan, 1974. And JR, that was 1980. Oh, wow. A lot of the audience going for the Baker Street robbery there. 51% going for a bit of a swing and a miss. Only 13% now has envelope 13 in their possession, which is one of these really big 6 values, which could also be the 100,000 that's still in play. You've done absolutely incredibly up to this point, Sapster and Sintu. Number 13 could be your secret fortune.
Hopefully it's lucky 13.
Well, we shall see. That is the end of round number 1. Here are your envelopes that you're personally playing with right now. There they all are. I hope you've been keeping track of them, Twitch chat, because I certainly have not been. Let's put that away and let's get on into round number 2 for Sapster and Sintu. You two are playing with 19, 1, 15, 23, 20 and 13. Twitch chat, of course, you are playing with your personal envelope selection from this point onwards. So, we're going to start off with questions that have 6 possible answers, and on each question, you're only binning 1 envelope at a time. The question will be phrased in the form of which of these things is the smallest or the least bigly. That's the one you're trying to bin, and then you're keeping the other 5, which are more bigger than that.
Yeah.
And Twitch chat, you are doing exactly the same job. You won't be able to pick any envelope numbers anymore because we're now going to hide that away. You are picking A through F for 6 options, or A through E for 5. You know, as we go down the round, you're going to be removing 1 envelope each time. So yes, again, you're still trying to answer the question the best you can, and if you do that, you will then bin the smallest value you still have in play. If you do the worst thing possible, then you lose the greatest value you still have in play. So yes, the mostliest, correctliest, or something along those lines. Yeah, the worse you answer, the harsher the punishment. Something along those lines indeed. And you're playing with your personal envelope selection right now, which does mean, audience, if you've not been actually playing at all, you're still on track on a minimum 100 dupe win. But you might as well try and do a bit better than 100 dudes. Samster, Sintu, let's get on with this round. Good luck. Here's your first question. If each of these American universities tried to field a university challenge team, which would have the smallest number of students to choose from? Cornell, Yale, Harvard, Columbia, MIT, or Princeton?
Wow.
So, as a reminder, we've assigned the envelope with the lowest value this time to the American university that has the fewest number of students in their cohort in the most recent year from their reports. That is the one and only one you're trying to bin, and you're keeping the other 5 that you believe have a greater cohort in their student population.
Trying to answer the question, then.
Try and answer the question as best you can, yes.
Yeah, okay. Gut instinct for me is MIT because it's more specialist. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm happy to be persuaded otherwise, but...
I don't know. Very famous university, none of them.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got no idea whatsoever, like I say, MIT is my gut instinct because it's specifically for technology, whereas the other universities, they offer loads of different courses. But
okay, so
that's the only logic I have. Okay, you alright with that?
Yes, let's go.
Yeah. So let's go for Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, please.
Okay. MIT is what you have locked in. So long as you avoid, obviously, the worst answer, then you're going to keep that 100k in play. But of course, the better you can do, the lower the value that gets removed. So
I couldn't rank them in any way. It's just a case of thinking that because they're specialists, they might have less students. But
it's a good bit of logic. Let's see if that helps. Let's find out what envelope number is associated to MIT.
I don't know what's good and what isn't.
That's the thing. We haven't really been tracking any of this information. Everything we've had has sort of been like 25k or greater. So knowing that it's envelope 20 that's going in the bin, we don't really know what that is. But it is going in the bin. Your secret fortune tonight will not be 18,000 dupes. So yes, second best pick you could have done there was MIT. The best one you should have picked, though, was Princeton University, with only 8,361 in their student cohort in the last year of their report. Then it was MIT, 11,934. Then Yale at 14,500. Harvard, 25,500. Cornell, also 25,500, just slight smidgen more. And then Columbia was the one to avoid, had the biggest student cohort at 31,455 in the most recent report. 17.9% of our audience have just lost their greatest value envelope. That's a big smack, and 32% have lost the second greatest value. So that's a lot of value that has just been removed from the game. But you've done really well there, Samson, since you only lost your second lowest value. So you still have the 150 in play, you have the 30, the 25, and the 16,000 is still your minimum win tonight. So that was their university challenge. Obviously, we have seen a theme with all the questions so far in this pack, that they had some sort of game show name in them, which I absolutely adore. We're going to one of mine actually tonight. Let's find out what you think about this. Which of these animals would have the longest time to complete the rounds of 1,000 heartbeats based off of their resting heart rates. So, in a roundabout way, this is asking which of these animals has the lowest resting heart rate.
Okay.
Simply put, which of these animals has the lowest resting heart rate?
Okay.
Horse, cow, pig, ox, or sheep. So,
Right.
we've assigned...
I'm
I'm going to say again. We've assigned the
Yeah.
envelope with the lowest value to the animal that has the lowest resting heart rate. That's the one you're trying to bin, and you're keeping the other 4.
So my gut feeling, correct me if you think I'm wrong here, I think generally a bigger animal needs a faster heart rate to pump blood more like around the bigger body. So I'd be inclined to think a smaller heart rate would be a smaller animal. I could be wrong.
I think it's the other way. The smaller animal has fast heart rate, and
Okay.
because when the baby are born, they're like very, very high heartbeat, and the
Oh,
older
okay.
you are,
Okay,
your
cool.
pulse is.
I'm happy to defer to you on that then. So something the big is going to have a slower heart rate. Is that what you're saying?
The biggest.
Okay.
The biggest of those is
The horse. You would say the
horse
ox,
or
maybe.
cow.
Or the cow. Yeah, I need to know about the cow. What do you reckon?
Horse may be fast because they're more running. I don't know, and they need
Yeah.
more
So do we want to
oxygen
go for cow
and,
then? Do you think?
Yes.
It's quite sedentary. I'm happy with that. Let's go for cow, please, Ash.
Cow, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Cow going in the bin. Let's have a look at the envelope number associated to cow.
I've not 13. I've got a good feeling about 13.
You have a good feeling about 13.
Yeah.
It's 15.
Okay.
So we've avoided that one.
I've got 13 is the only thing I've written down. I don't even remember writing it down, but it's there. So.
It's just there on your paper.
Yeah.
15. Is, I
Yeah.
think more than 16,000.
Yes.
Let's find out. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. $30,000.
That's okay. That's
It's
fine.
the middle
I'm happy with
value.
that.
Middle
That's
value
fine.
gone.
Fine.
So yeah, cow has a resting heart rate of around 66 BPM, meaning they would have in total 15 minutes and 9 seconds to play 1,000 heartbeats at that rate. Yeah, we've decided to reveal it in that amount of units. The best answer you should have gone for was a horse.
No, no.
Has a rough resting heart rate of 34 BPM, very, very slow, which will give them nearly half an hour to play 1,000 heartbeats. Then it was the ox at 20 minutes 50 seconds at rough 48 BPM. Then the cow, 66 BPM. Sheep, 75 BPM gives you 30 minutes 20 seconds, and then the pig is sort of most closely analogous to a human in a way, 95 BPM there, with just over 10 minutes they would have to play a game of 1,000 heartbeats, assuming of course that they stay completely at their resting heart rate, which is not how it's supposed to work in the game, but that's where we went with on the factoid there. So middle of the ground there. How are you feeling right now?
I think it's good. As long as we can keep the top one in there, I'm happy to too. So
Yeah. 2 of the top 3
yeah.
is good.
Okay,
Great.
doing well. We've got 4 envelopes left to pick from on this question coming up. And, well, we had to get some sports in there. Which of these spin stars has won the fewest Olympic medals of any colour? So adding up bronze, silver and gold together as their medal count, which of these has won the fewest medals of any colour? Chris Froome, Mark Cavendish, Bradley Wiggins, Laura Kenny. So we've assigned the envelope with the lowest value to the spin star that has won the fewest Olympic medals of any colour. That's the one you're trying to bin, and you're keeping the other ones that did better than the fewest.
Okay. Right, fine. I would avoid Laura Kenny straight away. I know she's won gold at 3 successive Olympics. I know it's not just about gold, it's about other medals, but I think she would have won other medals along the way, so I'd definitely avoid her. And then I'm guessing between the other 3, to be honest.
I know parts.
Yeah, don't worry. I know this is not the kind of question for you.
It's a bit Team GB heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not heard a lot about Mark Cavendish representing the UK, but I could be completely wrong about that. I think Bradley
You
Wiggins
can
got
get
a
rid
couple of
of Mike
medals.
Cavendish.
Yeah. So we're getting rid of the one the fewest.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to pick Cavendish. Are you okay with that, Sintu? I know you've
Yes,
not got
yes.
a great. Yeah. Yeah, let's go Cavendish, please.
Okay. How many medals do you think Cavendish has won?
I can't even remember ever representing the UK, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was 0. But at the same time, and I'm not historically great on sports, so he could have easily got 17 medals for all I know. Like, the only reason I know Laura Kay's because it came up in a quiz I did the other week that she's like basically a record breaker for the women. So
Right.
yeah,
Those damn quizzes, you seem to be getting too much knowledge, Samster.
too much, but also not enough at the same
Well,
time.
we've gone for Mark Cavendish. What's the number for Mark Cavendish? Or was it you're hoping not 13 again, Samster?
Not 13, yeah.
13.
Oh.
Oh.
So, it is the number you had scribbled down.
Yeah.
Does that mean you've made a mistake here? Are we getting rid of the 100k?
I genuinely have no idea.
I think 19 is the best bet because
Okay.
19 it was higher than 20 or 18. I don't remember.
Okay, I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope you're right there, Sintu, and that 13 is fine and we can get rid of it. It's fine.
Well, your secret fortune tonight will not be... $16,000
Nice.
Oh.
Best answer you could have picked here. Mark Cavendish has a total of 1 silver medal.
Yeah.
Then we have Chris Froome with 2 bronzes. Laura Kenny, as you say, doing very well with a total of 5 gold plus 1 silver, makes 6. But Bradley Wiggins, the best of all there, with 5 gold plus 1 silver plus 2 bronze medals. Which, if you were to Google that, it says 7.
Oh.
I can tell you, it's definitely 8.
For
For some reason, when I was proofing this pack, I put in number of medals, Bradley Wiggins. It told me 7. But then if you go on the official Olympics site, it lists exactly 8. So I don't know where it got the number 7 from. But there you go. You Google that, it's a different show. I know it is, Shapes, and I don't write for it. Well done, 35% of our audience going the right way, binning their lowest value that they have. And well... this is a hell of a finish you got here, Samsus, into 25, double it, 50, double it, 100,000 is what you have left on the board. How are you feeling at the moment?
I'm just happy with whatever we get now, to be honest. I think we've done a good job here.
No more sports, please.
No
Yeah.
more sports.
Yeah,
I can at least promise that we have no more sports. Let's have a quick look at our audience game. This is what you have remaining in your envelope selection personally. Again, I've not been tracking any of the numbers. Hopefully those numbers make any sense to you.
A few people have got the magic 19 there.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's what they have to play with. You've got the 25, the 50, and 100,000 still in play. Let's go to your penultimate question on music, no less.
Okay.
The original release of which of these compilation albums lists the fewest hits?
Jesus.
ABBA Gold Greatest Hits, The Beatles 1, Queen Greatest Hits. So we've assigned the envelope with the lowest value to the compilation album, original version, I will add, lists the fewest hits. That's the one you're trying to bin, and you're keeping the other 2 that you believe have more hits on them.
Okay. Right. All I know here is the Beatles 1 has a shitload. My nan owned it, and it's just a really long list of songs. So, my other
The
thought
greatest
is,
hit is
Go on.
a lot too.
yeah.
Yes, Pop Brown.
My thought is, I think Queen had a few greatest hits albums, whereas maybe Albert only had 1. I don't know. It's down to you, Cinto, on this one. Like, avoid the Beatles and then pick whichever one of the other 2 you fancy. I don't mind
I
it.
bought this Beatles one for my dad 2 months ago for a birthday present.
Yeah.
And he was like 30 or something,
Okay,
I
yeah.
think.
I definitely want to keep that one then, so let's not get rid of that one.
But I think, I don't know. I was thinking 40 when it came up, but I have.
Okay, shall we get rid of
no
Queen
idea.
then? Do you want to get rid of Queen, Greatest Hits?
Yeah,
You don't sound
I don't know.
Okay. like I said, I want to avoid Beatles. You want to avoid ABBA, so I think we need to get rid of Queen. I'm sorry if it's wrong, but because I know they had a few of them as well. Yeah, Queen greatest hits, please, Ash.
Okay. Are you happy with that, Sid too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think they released 2 or 3 of the greatest hits as well, whereas I think ABBA and Beatles just had one main.
So yeah, Queen's greatest hits, when you're talking about the compilation album, is an absolute shitstorm to go through. We are talking, let's say, specifically the original release here, because the first release that was in the UK, which I think is the first one, compared to the first release over in the US, differs by like 5 tracks. And then it got another release in like Japan, and that was even fewer on, I think, or something crazy like that. And then there was the re-release, where in the UK it was still the same number or possibly add 1. Then the US had a re-release but under a different name, and then they got the re-release of it with the actual name and with the right number of tracks on. It's an absolute mess. I don't know why they did it like that, but
I did just zone out. Sorry, when you were
A complicated story.
It just got ridiculous. But if you're ever interested in the history of Queen's greatest hits, there's some wonderful dry reading you can do on Wikipedia. But we're talking about the original release, the first one, and the envelope number associated with Queen greatest hits is, which is the one we're trying to avoid here, Sintu?
I think you said 19, didn't you, Sintu? You want to avoid 19.
Oh no.
Okay, 1.
Okay.
Number 1.
One was the big one, the rugby, I think.
Oh, so this should be okay then, because it wasn't the right answer. Okay, cool. Nice.
Well, let's find out. Your secret fortune tonight will not be... It's a great answer. 25,000 dudes. You are on track for a 100,000 dude win here. So Queen Greatest Hits had 17 on the original release. Then ABBA, very close, 19 hits on that. And then, as you say, Beatles one had a shit ton at 27
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I remember looking at the back of it and just having so many songs on it.
So, very well done. 44% of our audience going the same way as well, bidding their lowest value. Unfortunately, 17% bidding their highest value. Well, we are left with two of the nearly the top values there, 50,000 and 100,000 still in play for you, Sapsters into. How are you feeling?
Shocked.
Very good.
Yeah. We've done well here. We've used good logic and it's been good teamwork.
Well, it all comes down to this final question. How's your guesstimation?
I avoid relativity like the plague, Ash.
Well, I'm afraid you've got a bit of a guesstimation question to figure out on this final question. As a reminder, you are still picking the lower value. This goes to you, Twitch chat, as well. You're still picking the lower value because that will then be binned. You will then keep the greater value. That one will be your secret fortune at the end of the game. Final question then is this. This question is not impossible. Which of the following is the shorter? Rick Edwards or a pile of 750 £1 coins stacked in the usual manner, not, end to end. So, as a reminder, we've assigned the envelope with the lower value to the thing of these two, which is shorter. That is the one you're trying to bin, and the other one you will then keep will be your secret fortune. So, it's the difference between Rick Edwards and £750 coins.
Such an oddly specific number.
Yes.
I think Rick Edwards is quite a tall man. He's definitely over 6 foot. I mean, he's not like 6'8", 6'9", but he's definitely a shade above 6 foot. I have one £1 coin on my desk right now, and I'm trying to visualize adding 749 more to them, and it's not happening.
How tall it is?
It's probably 3 or 4 millimeters thick. So, can you do the maths on that? So I can't. I'd say it's about 3 millimeters tall, probably. So 3 times 750 is what?
Here comes the mental maths.
God.
2000.
Yeah, 2,000 odd millimeters, which is 200 centimeters, which is 2 meters, which...
It is 2 meters.
What's 6 foot in meters now? That's about 1.8, is it?
30 centimeters.
Yeah.
And 100 centimeters is a meter. So
Yes.
6
I
times
think the
30
coins might be
is-
slightly higher, but I'm not 100%.
6 times 30 it's 180.
Yeah.
So coins are higher.
I think the coins are higher as well. I agree. That's assuming he doesn't turn out to be like a 6'9" gargantuan man. Yeah, I think so. We want to get rid of the shorter one, don't we? The shorter one.
You are picking
So-
shorter.
So shorter is
We
Rick
think Rick
Edwards.
Edwards is shorter. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's get rid of Rick Edwards, please.
So you believe Rick Edwards is shorter than a stack
mean,
of
this is depending on if I can-
£750 coins?
This is based on my ability, supposedly, to distinguish mere millimeters while staring at a pound coin. So
That's the thing, is that you're
Yeah.
estimating how many millimeters?
probably about 3.
Well, the thing is, if it's only 2, then you're shortening your entire guesstimate
Yeah.
by a whole 33%.
It's definitely less than half a centimeter. So yeah, I don't know. I wish I had a ruler on my desk. That would have been handy, wouldn't it? Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you've
I'm-
locked your
yeah.
answer in now.
Yeah. I'm starting to doubt myself, but yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. Either way, we've got 50 at least, and I'm really
Yeah,
happy with
it's
that.
a good amount. I'm happy.
Let's have a look at the envelope numbers and where they lie.
Okay.
That
That's
number
good.
19 that you were looking at earlier
That's
is
good.
sitting on the
That's
one you're
good.
not binning. It's sitting on a
Oh,
pile
no.
of £750 coins at the moment.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Happy with that.
23.19. We've got a 23.19. So 23.19. 23 is going in the bin. We don't care about that right now. All we care about is envelope number 19, which is going to be your secret fortune. That secret fortune is... $100,000, dude!
Oh my goodness.
What a blinder!
Wow.
Amazing game there. So, to break it down, Rick Edwards, I believe, is 6'1",
Okay.
which equates to 193 centimeters, according to this information here. An individual coin, £1 coin from the mint, stands at 2.8 millimeters tall. So stack 750 of them, you get to a total of 210 centimeters tall. So very well done indeed. Very good prediction on that side. You said 3 millimeters. It is, you know,
Yeah,
0.2 of a millimeter off.
That was
That's
so
a
close.
very impressive estimate there. And it has gotten you the top prize, 100,000 dudes. How do you feel?
Amazing. Genuinely shocked. Yeah.
Amazing, kid.
Great teamwork as well. You saved one a few of them. Like, I wouldn't have got the heart rate one right, so well done, Sintu, as well. Yeah, great
Thank
team.
you.
As
done
always,
for your
the
guest
teamwork
estimation.
working out there. Yes.
Yeah.
Really well done to you too. Let's have a look to see our audience game, see how well they've done. I say standing so far in the audience game, 3 of you have walked away with a top prize. Claire, Ramsey, and Fluid Fernando, all getting the top 100,000 doot prize. Very well done indeed. Ape and AB, me, and Shapes, and Oni, and Lingo. Just a swing and a miss at the end there. 75,000 doots for you. Josh Dodd 50, top of 40 as well, etc. And Pirate Pygmy, Cyclespace 30, Brand New Halo, Improves, and Pummerman 22, Puzzledown 16, Colo 14, Flyboy 12, Mr. Vertigo 10, Pop Ramen 8, Ralph and Natta, and Innis 7, Andrew 1000 as well as Oren, 500 for Diamond Ninja JB Henry, and then at the bottom there, BC Rough Raccoon, James, and Forestfield getting a token 100 for their game. Oh, excuse me. And it has said that the dutes have been updated, so I do believe this time round it has actually paid the dutes out proper. Do let me know if it hasn't paid them out, because then I'll fix them after the fact. Samster and Sin2. Once again, Samster, you're just too good at this game. It's another 100,000 dute win for you.
It definitely isn't just to me, though. I've had some good teammates and some good questions coming up as well. So,
that is true. It has worked out again very fortuitously that your teammate has been able to help you with the areas that you're not so good at. But absolutely awesome game once again. I hope you both had a great deal of fun.
Yes, it was very, very good game.
I agree with Sin2. Thank you, Ash.
That's good to hear. Well, take care, Samster and Sin2, and we will see you later. Have a good rest of your week.
You too. Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye. It gave you 2k when it should have given you 75k. Ooh. That's a weird number. Why is it only giving you 2k when it should have given you 75k? That's a weird thing. The 2k might have been from Turnabout. That sounds more likely. Interesting. Because I checked the code. It should be doing the Doot depositing. I see the code doing it, and it's fired the event off saying it has paid the Doots out. So interesting. Okay. I guess I will need to sort out why that's not paying out, because it should pay out. All the other games do so. Like Turnabout pays out properly. It's just this one just for some reason didn't. Yeah, funny JB, very funny JB. I can see up here. The value that you should be earning is a 500 here. So you can't pull the wool over my eyes like that. No. Okay. I will figure out why that is, and I will pay out any missing doots before next stream. Which, as a reminder, I'm not streaming this Friday. I know. How dare I not stream on a Friday? I'm going to be in London instead with some people doing Crystal Maze stuff, and also going to see wonderful Distant Worlds concert. Final Fantasy music. I love it. So I will be. Is there a way to check the bank logs? I think I might have that actually, Pop Ramen. But anyway, but yeah, I'm not streaming for the next 3 Fridays. Not this one, not the next one, because Scorecout's streaming on that Friday instead, and then not the other one afterwards, because then it's Q&L, and that's a Saturday and Sunday situation. Yeah, Crystal Bay stuff, Ben. Yeah, I know. How nice of you for taking a break out on my anniversary day. Well, there you go. These things just align, you see. So yeah, that's what's happening on Friday. Is I'm going down to London and not streaming. Topper, please, Topper, please, please, Topper, please do not, please. Right, I need to. What do I need to? That's a good question. What I need to is do some. Not that. I need to go to Marbles, because we need to do the end of the stream stuff, don't I? So, first of all, I'm just going to stop the stuff in Discord, because I don't need the Discord stuff right now, but we will do some Marbles stuff. So, let me open up Marbles and get that going. Go over to that other monitor, please, Marbles. Go over to the other monitor, please, Marbles. Oh, you're not doing that. Ugh. Monitor. What, I can't pick a monitor? Excuse me? Why can't I pick a monitor? What? Why can't I pick a monitor? I have 3 of them. I have 3 monitors right in front of me. You are displaying on one of them. Why can I not pick any of them? Monitors on strike. Right, what I'm going to have to do then, folks, is let me just rejig what I've got on my displays. I'm going to change the display capture for game capture to the middle display instead, like that. There you go. So you can see it now. It is on the middle monitor. Don't know why, but yeah, as you can see here, there are no monitors to pick from for some reason. I have no idea why. Yeah. No idea. Let's go to some community maps, shall we? Only, do we have another one from you? Do we have another? Yes, we do. We have got a minor confusing time is what we've got. With only a 14% elimination rate this time round. So yes. Everyone crowd round my monitor, yeah. Oh yes, season finale tonight apparently in the Marble season. It is the end of season 37. Which does mean next week it's all pay for time again. Oh, bloody hell. You don't have to make any tracks if you don't want to, only. Don't go paying for something. Unless you really want to keep making these tracks for the Marble thing. It's up to you. You got the coins, okay. It's entirely up to you, but thank you once again for contributing in that way. Exclamation mark play if you would like a race on this track. It is, as always, the first and last rules we're playing ever since Samster suggested it. So yes, the first finisher and the last finisher will get a spin of the wheel behind me. The wheel. So get yourself in exclamation mark play if you want in on this race. You did indeed suggest an absolute disaster of a track as well. Should I play that one? Oh, hello. All sorts of funny stuff over here. Let me see. Where was that thing you suggested? Let's find out. Where was that thing you suggested? It was this thing, wasn't it? Do I have it loaded still? I think I have it loaded on this tab. Yes, I do have it loaded on this tab. Okay, we can use that one then. Yeah, we'll play this absolute disaster track and see what people think of it. What did I have also? I don't need that open. Don't need that open. We can get all of that. Right. Okay. I think we're all about ready to go for this track. Go for this race. You're all about to enjoy, capital letters, the musical stylings of Toe Cutter. Yeah, I'd never really heard of Toe Cutter before, but this is the song before bedtime polka. So yeah, absolutely perfect opportunity for Samster to be lulled to sleep with this track. You're definitely not going to be lulled. I'm just going to say that. Lulled maybe in a different sense, like a Twitch sense, like Pog was on the tournament. Here we go, folks. Last chance to get into the race. Exclamation mark play. And I'm just going to preemptively turn the volume down slightly as well. Here we go with this. This is a thing. Yeah. Oh, there's the Amen break. Pop Rum Comedy is the first through to this obstacle. It's an interesting route we've got here. Pop Rum is going over to the right. JB Dogfish is going over to the left. Pop Rum has gotten caught though. Oh, just getting knocked off the track. Well, that was rude. It's Riff and Fluid Fernando now in the lead. Oh, hello, track. Get out of the way. I'm lost. Hello. There we are. Then have Flyboy, Topper, Colo, Cetra, David, Oren, AB, 8 Minky. Just lots of you making your way through now. As you go all the way up. I have no words for this track. The gate through. Yeah, something like that. At the back we have Foggy and Cycle Space. Of course, it is first and last finishers we are counting here, so we are looking at our final finishers as well. Currently Cycle Space back there, but also Oni as well doing some throwing here. At the front we got Cetra though, or possibly BL Jogging. It is indeed Jogging Chum actually in first, then Cetra going into this next tumbler. Oren and BC also hoping to get into first place. PL Jogging though racing through. Who cares? Jogging going through the center of that gear there, that cog. into the concentric circles. Avoid the deadly laser beam. Going into a big old spinner doodah. BC nearly behind, nearly following there. Pum and Ben just falling off the track in the background. PL Jogging has fallen through into what looks like the final tumble. And are they going to be the first finisher? They are going to be the first finisher. Then it is BC. So Jogging, you're going to get a spin in a moment. JB, ABME, Ora and Mastaro getting a finish. Minky, go for a spin. And getting a finish. How are we doing further up the track? Cycle Space is really far behind here. 1 minute and 35. There's the deadly laser that you have got to avoid to get through. But you're well ahead of that right now. And that there was the end of that track, I think. I don't have any of the music, so we may have to play that again. Play some more of that again. There we go. How are we doing? Ramsey is holding up here. Oh no! Oh no, Ramsey! Oh no! I don't know if you can get out of there. Who do we still have on this obstacle here? Cycle Space is finishing. It's Riff and Keanu. Or Kino, maybe. Are still up here on this final top spin. Unless Ramsey can somehow dislodge themselves, it might be Kino getting a final finish. Although they could get eliminated if they're going to get stuck here as well. In which case, I'm going to have to go to the results to figure out... Oh no, Kino has gotten themselves dislodged. They are going to get a finish. They are currently the final finisher. But can Ramsey get loose? Here comes the elimination beam. And that is it. It is a new record. Beating the record by a whole 10 or so seconds. Well done to Jogging getting the first finish there. Ramsey, unfortunately, getting burned to a crisp. Oh, we got a vote no there from Proogs. Wow. That was like the Lion King. Something like that, yeah. So if we have a look at our final finisher list, it was Kino Sham indeed that got the final finish spot. So you're going to get a spin in a moment. Riff was close at 3:33, but Kino got 3:57. Ramsey getting eliminated. Pum and Ben and Pop Ramen also falling off the track earlier on. Can you hear that? What is that? What is that? Is that the laser in the level still playing, even though I'm not on the level? I'm presuming it is. Weird. Wob. We're just gonna have some light wobbing going on while we do the final bits of this stream then. Right, okay. So it's the secret track, yeah, something like that. Happy to let third have a spin instead, as I've won twice recently. Third? That's not how it works. Third doesn't. It's not how it works, Jogging. It would be second in this case. Are you really deferring to second place? Wob. You deferring to second place then? Is that really what you want to do, Jogging? It's entirely up to you. I mean, we've never done this before, but. What are you doing, Jogging Jump? Oh, I said not Jogging Jump, Jogging, should I say? What are you doing? You don't mind? It seems unfair. I keep getting spins. It's just how it goes, though. Okay. I mean, if you defer the spin, okay, we'll defer the spin to BC then. In second place was BC. So add Dukes BC 2014. Let's get the spin going. Come on then, BC. Let's see if we get you something on the wheel. The wheel. Is it going to be a steal? It's a 5k plus a 5,000, plus a 20,000 to the jackpot, should I say? So 5,000 to you, 20,000 into the jackpot. Brings that up to 220,000 now in the jackpot. You can't see it. Oh, I didn't bring the camera over far enough, but it is there. I have not touched the wheel since, but it is sitting there on the 5k. There it is. Sorry. I will... There you go. You may see the wheel. And then Kino, you are new here. Welcome to the stream. And you're going to get yourself a spin from this here wheel. So Kino, Sham. Let's get you a spin. It's a newcomer bonus, it is. So just like that, you're going to hopefully get yourself some virtual currency on this stream. Let's find out what you get. It is... Oh! Oh! It's plus one other. We bring somebody else into the mix. So we've taken second place. We now go to second last, which was Riff Raccoon. So Riff, you are also in on this spin now. If we do it again, then we bring in third place, which is currently JB, but we're not there yet. It could happen though. So for Kino and for Riff is this spin. Oh no! No! Yuck! Yuck! Yeah, I think the wheel's possibly a little too tight. I may have tightened it too much. But it's how it goes, I'm afraid. God damn it. Unlucky there, Kino and Riff. Oh. 28 months? Oh. I'll bring the camera over. Oh, thank you very much for the 28-month resub there, Jack. Greatly appreciated. And yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing you at Quiz Night Live. And yeah, just absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for the very kind words. Hello, I'm a newcomer. No, I mean, I suppose I could do the Quizzy Dan trick. Let's do the Quizzy Dan trick. Kino Sham with a singular doot there. There is the Quizzy Dan doot there for Kino Sham. Talking of which, does Quizzy Dan actually have more than one now? Oh yeah, I've got to actually go to the website now, don't I? I forgot about that. Yeah, he has more than one doot now. Because he played on the game. He played on the game earlier. He played on Redacted and also played on something else. But yeah, he actually has more than one doot. I don't think he's noticed yet. But yeah, he has more than one doot right now. He'll be devastated, I know he will. But I'm not going to say anything. Thank you for the follow there, Kino. Greatly appreciated. And also from L. Smith earlier as well. And brand new honey, thank you for gifting a sub to Kino as well. That's really immense. Thank you very much for your generosity. Absolutely, we'll just keep it quiet. We'll just keep it on the down low. I may even just give him a few million dots and just wait until he sees something. I don't know. Anyway, that is it from me this week, this entire week. I'm not streaming on Friday, as I say. I'm in London. However, there's plenty of other stuff going on. We've got Ben streaming on Thursday and Saturday. Topper on Sunday. Ben also then on the Tuesday following, and then I'm back here with next Wednesday with some stuff I can't really remember right now, but it is definitely stuff. And then it's Euroquision. Yes, the mixture of quizzing and Eurovision all in one, courtesy of Score Count, which is going to be not this Friday but next Friday. And then there's Quiz Night Live, which is the Friday, not the Friday, but the weekend after that, which is 15-1 in the vault. Oh God. I think I need to check who's writing for the vault because I don't think I've had the pack yet. Also, I need to check the 15-1 questions as well. But I've got a few days to sort that out. Anyway, that's for next week. That's next Wednesday. Do take care, and as Score says, yeah, do check my server in a mo for a thing for the next Friday thing because it's a lot of things. Calm. Yeah, I will try to remain calm, Diamond Ninja. I will definitely try to remain calm. But that is it for me. Thank you very much. Do we have anybody to go and raid into this evening? Let's have a quick look. Shall we? No Quizzy Dan. Anyone in the quiz show category? Let's have a look. There's me. There's someone playing Pokemon that's in the quiz category, apparently. There's the Nicole Sandler show, which is a hearing of some description. There's a DJ. There's the Ramsey show, which is a talk show podcast talking about telling my boss I won't sell whole life insurance. That's definitely a quiz show. What is all of this? These are not to do with quiz. What is all of that about? And Microsoft Security Insights. Microsoft Security Insights. For the lulz, why not? For those interested in Microsoft Security Insights Show episode 121, hosted by Jacques Van Digital, we're going to raid into them.
I can barely read them, Jacques.
We're just going to raid into them. Microsoft Security... I can't type. Insights. There you go. I have no idea what we're going to raid into with, but we're going to raid into them. And... enjoy. Enjoy whatever they're talking about. It's episode 121, so if you want to catch up, you've got 120 episodes to catch up on. Take care, and I'll see you next Wednesday for some more quizzing. 15-1 and the Vault next Wednesday. Take care, and we'll see you later.